Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Elite receipt gang. Galil et the gun. We know the truth now. This week right here, I don't come to play this week. I advise everybody not to miss no lives this week, because we about to break the code. Roll the corn. OKC in the building. Casey Macon, what's up, brother? Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Roll the corn. Now this week, Miami in the building. Atlanta, Detroit. Forrest, what up? Chief Noble. Tawassa. Reek, Alabama. Roll the corn. Mississippi. John PJ, what up? Fang, Minnesota. T. Berry, Mississippi, and roll the corn. Shamrock, South Carolina. Akir, Columbia, South Carolina. What's up, brother? What is under the Mississippi River? That's how I'm going to end this live, and it's going to be monumental. It's going to be monumental. Now, what I'm about to show today are some interesting things in old newspaper clippings. And I got a whole month worth of these newspaper clippings. I'm just going to go over them a couple a day. And we're going to try to go through and find out the links with some of this stuff to Egypt and Samaria. And this stuff is heavy, man. It's deep. It's deep. It's deep, y'all. When I'm about to show y'all some of this stuff is crazy. Mama Kim, what up? Hit the like button, hit the share button, put where you're from, put the corn in the chat. Put the corn in the chat, because we about to get deep. We about to get deep. Roll the corn. Black Phantom, roll the corn. St. Louis, Berry Cherry, what up? Hit the like button, hit the share button, put where you're from, and you must put corn. You must put corn in the chat. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Love y'all. I'm in love with you. Bow my head to my people. Peace to all my people from Ty Mary. Today, we're going to go through some old newspaper clippings talking about some Egyptian connections to America, what's under the Mississippi River, all type of things that come out the Bible found in these old newspaper clippings. This stuff is crazy. When I first started researching, I had a file of some old newspaper clippings from the 1800s, and I could never find them no more, right? So I finally got back into that file and found some of these old newspaper clippings, and the way I've been learning and we've been learning over time the last year or two, I know more about what they are talking about because I've been studying more and I've been going through different receipts every day. And the more and more you study, the more and more you can connect what these people are saying to these cultures, right? And you start to see that America got so much hidden stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. And I'm gonna show y'all today. It's gonna be deep. Put the corn in the chat. Houston, Texas. What up, Fade? What up, Luna? Junior, what up? Caden, roll the corn. Share the live, hit the like button, Hit the heart, share the live, share the live, share the live, share the live. Put the coin in the chat. Colorado, what up? Trina White, Danielle. Let's get into it. Now, I put this video out yesterday, but we're going to look at it again. Right? Right here. Now, let's start right here. Then I'll get into the newspaper clip. Let's start here. Roll the coin. Look. What the hell? What is going on right here? Let's start right here. I'm going to go to the newspaper clip now after I talk about this. These is melanated people. This ain't no damn native. Who the hell is this? Look at this. Let's go see who these people is. Cause this us. What are y'all doing? Let's go look. What are y'all talking about? Let's go look at this. Reconstruct faces of Colombian mummies. Removing death masks for the first time. Colombian Andean mummies. The Andeans got the oldest mummification in South America. Why they looking like this? Hold on, Native Americans. Shit. That's us. Let me get out the way. Melanated. What are y'all talking about? Cusco, Peru. In the area of Machu Picchu, Jerusalem. Right there in the area by Jerusalem. Machu Picchu. Melanated people. These ain't no goddamn hunter-gatherers. Quit putting your hunter-gatherer face on these ancient cultures in America because the Andean mummies are older than the motherfucker. Roll the coin. Colombian mummies, take off the death mask, reconstruct their face. They look like us. I don't see a Mongol, a Spanish, a Mexican. I don't see none of them people. I see us right there. Roll the coin. What is wrong with y'all? It's all coming out. It's the time for it. Let's keep looking. Digitally remove the mask from the skull to recreate the faces of Colombian mummies. Looking like damn, who he look like? Pre-Hispanic, before Hispanics. Who was here first? Hunter-gatherers. Pre-Hispanic. South American cultures. Looking just like my damn cousin. Roll the coin. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all act like y'all don't understand what words coming out my damn mouth. Let's zoom in. Look here, bro. We built pyramids in South America. Y'all can stop acting like we just came over here from damn Africa. We got pyramids in South America made by the Andes civilization looking just like this. Roll the coin. What else they say about this, man? Roll the coin. The nose determined through exact measurements of the nasal bone. Skin, hair, eye color were based on what would have been typically known in the region. Looking like this. Roll the coin. Don't make no damn sense, man. Just don't make no sense. Boop, 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 boop. What the fuck? is back, man. Y'all got, man, listen, bro. Y'all reconstructed melanated people faces, pre-Hispanic, before the Spanish and the Mongol came to the land. This how we were looking. Just give us our shit back right now, man. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. I just had to show y'all that right there. Let's get a little deeper. Roll the coin. They were found in a cave and are similar to those of Egypt. Mummies in Tennessee caves. Let's read this slowly, and I'm going to break this down. Chattanooga newspaper, December 2nd. 2 prominent citizens of Loudoun County, Tennessee, while hunting in the mountains, discovered a cave containing a well-preserved mummies, similar in every respect to those of Egypt, and a large trunk or case bound with brass, sealed in several places. Upon being opened, it was found to contain several leather cases, also sealed. The largest was open, and the royal of parchment found covered with Hebrew characters. The relics were deposited in a vault of the First National Bank of Loudoun, and then the Smithsonian Institution was notified and came and picked it up. Reverend Dr. Tucker, the pastor of the Presbyterian Church, translated one of the manuscripts and finds it has been written by Menkara, a high priest of the land of Kim or Kemet. It contains reference to hidden treasures, which the writer says will be needed for a great war. The story is stranger than Rider Haggard's most visionary effort. Rider wrote fiction books. The story is stranger than a fiction book. That's what he's trying to tell you. But let's go back right here. Manuscripts, and finds it has been written by Menkara. Menkara? What the hell? In Tennessee? Let's go look at that. Roll the coin. Menkara? What the hell? An Egyptian pharaoh read a manuscript in Tennessee, found in the damn, what the hell? Why are y'all finding Egyptian pharaohs' writings in Tennessee? Menkara, because I already know who he is, made the smallest pyramid in Giza. I might be tripping, but I think I remember that. Menkara is the one who made this, the third smallest, this pyramid in Giza, the third one. Why is his manuscripts found in Tennessee? Let's keep going. Let me let y'all look at that again. Menkara. Right there. The land of Kemet. This the real Kemet. Roll the coin. That is a settlement over there in Egypt. This the real Kemet. But this ain't Egypt. This is the first black soil. That is a settlement that we went to. Now, Menkara. Let's keep going. King of the 4th dynasty of Egypt. You see it. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Now, This is where they said they found Menkaura's statues in Egypt. I don't know about this shit. This don't look right. This shit don't look right. Look like y'all just put that shit down there and took a picture. Y'all ain't found none in that goddamn hole. Where the rest of the stuff at? Y'all just found some. This shit is staged, bro. Roll the coin. Y'all are staging shit. Let's keep going. Menkaura found at his pyramid complex in Giza by Harvard University, Boston Museum of Fine Arts. Boston? Why the fuck Boston got the... Hold on. Why is all this man stuff over here in America, bro? Something ain't right with these hunter-gatherers, bro. Y'all is some low-down, dirty... Why is Menkaura statues found in Boston in a museum? What the fuck? Let's keep going, man. Roll the coin. Harvard and Boston talking about they the one found it. How? How Harvard and Boston find the shit in Egypt? Man, y'all some lying motherfuckers. Let's keep going. Look. Menkaura and his wife talking about this the hole and all this old shit. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. This shit getting crazy about a day. These hunter-gatherers getting funnier about a day. What is this right here? Hold on. Okay, let's skip over there. We come back to that. Let's keep looking at Menkaura for a minute. Look. Menkaura Valley Temple, like it just placed the stuff down there in the hole in Egypt, acting like they found it right there. Where is the tomb? Where is the rest of the stuff? Y'all just dropped this. Now, when I researched Menkaura, they say they dropped Menkaura. Menkaura's tomb got dropped in the ocean. Dropped in the ocean? How the fuck the man tomb get dropped in the ocean? Where y'all taking it to? Man, something ain't right with these people, man. Let's keep going. Because I want to show y'all who he really is, right? Here go another picture. They say they found in the tomb, in the hole where they found the statues at. Where y'all taking the man's casket and it's dropped in the ocean? In the Atlantic Ocean, after I done the research. Y'all taking this stuff overseas, bro. Let's keep going. Now, he got some more statues in Britain. Lord of Two Lands. The Lord of Two... What two lands y'all talking about? Obscure King. Builder of the third pyramid of Giza. You see it? The builder of the third pyramid of Giza, Lord of Two Lands. What two lands? Over here and over there? Because y'all ain't talking about no upper and lower Egypt. He talking about here. Why is y'all finding shit here with the man name on the shit? And he the Lord of Two Lands. Okay. We were going back and forth. I'm starting to figure this shit out. We were going back and forth back then. Ain't no other way around it. I don't see no other way around it. Right? Pyramid. Built by Pharaoh Menkaura. Let's keep going. This shit is wild. This shit is wild. Roll the coin. Now, in Boston, there you go right there. Boston, Massachusetts, Fine Arts. Menkaura. Big ass, straight, one of the best statues ever made. Carved from one block of alabaster, Menkaura, in Harvard University Boston Museum. They just said they the one dug them up. Bro, y'all find this shit in America, bro. Y'all be finding this shit in America, bro. Because ain't no way Harvard and Boston dug this up in Egypt, now it's back in Boston. Ain't no way. Y'all dug this shit up over here and then put it in the museum in Boston. Ain't no way, bro. All them damn archaeologists in Egypt and our people from Boston find it. Ain't no motherfucking way. Roll the corn. Now let's go back to the newspaper clip. If y'all, because some of these so old, they hard to read, right? Digging in a well in Sand Spring, Kentucky. Sand Spring, Kentucky, right? They find, what they find? A woman bound with a crown of silver set with an opal cut with skill. Roll the corn. See that? A woman with a crown on, Sandy Spring, Kentucky, in a mound. Axes of copper, obsidian, brass. See it? Woman was bound a crown, sort of a silver set with opal cut and skill. You see that? Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Brass. Inscriptions cut into brass. The lettering resembles that of an Egyptian monument. Skeleton. That the people were identical with the mound builders is more probable. These ain't no Native Americans. Roll the coin. Ancient melanated people with Egyptian monuments in mounds in Kentucky. Let's go find out where they sit. Let's go find where they sit. We know the truth now. Let's go look and find where they sit. Cause Sand Spring, Kentucky. Sand Spring, Kentucky. That's where it's at, huh? Let's go back and look. So y'all won't think I'm making this shit up. Sand Spring, Kentucky. Sand Spring, Kentucky. Baptist Church sits on a mound that is a former American Indian burial mound. American sites were intended to reappropriate existing sacred sites for Christian purposes. They just told on themselves. Roll the coin. Y'all are putting, it's a cemetery there also. Y'all are putting churches on top of ancient melanated people buried in mounds with Egyptian lettering on their artifacts. You think this place fake? Let's go find it. Y'all know I don't play no games. Roll the coin. Let's go find the spot right here. See that ring right there? These are layers of a mound. See them rings right there, right there? That round ring, cemetery right there, church right on top of the mound. Roll the motherfucking corn. See the mound? Right there going up, right there. They go to church. This elite receipts. I ain't got time to play with these hunter gatherers. Elite receipts. I'm showing you exactly where this stuff is, where they dug it out at, and put their church right on top of it to hide it. Roll the coin. That's what they do. Let's keep going. Egyptian monuments. Brass. You see it? Skeletons. Woman remains. Queen of the tribe. In her person, led her host to battle. White, wick whites, I think, has hardened to a stone, body which is a curious inscription, cut into brass. Their lettering resembles that of an Egyptian monument found under their church. Crazy. Roll the coin. Wow. Let's keep going. Now, this the one with the leather cases, Hebrew characters, Tennessee mummies. Letter cases, Hebrew characters, Menkaura. Menkaura is the man who built the third pyramid in Giza. Written in Hebrew. Let's look at that one more time before I move on, because I want y'all to understand. Written in Hebrew characters. Now, for all you hunter-gatherers who around here talking about ain't no Hebrew getting wrote over here, this ain't where it come from, this where it come from. This built all them other languages on the other side of the world. Hebrew even is before hieroglyphics. Hebrew is before hieroglyphics. Fuck what they told you. Paleo-Hebrew is before hieroglyphics. That's what built the hieroglyphic language. That's what built the Greek language. That's what built the Latin language, the Greek language, all Aramaic, all of it come from Paleo. Y'all can stop lying, because I can prove it. That language come from here. Let's keep going. Let's get a little deeper. Let's get a little deeper. This one is talking about Buddha. Buddha, right? This stuff hard to read, but we're going to try to get through it. Another likeness of Buddha was found in a mound in Georgia. Buddha statues in Yucatan, representing of the Tish Kish, found in Cusco. Black Warrior River Mound in Alabama, another Buddha. Roll the coin. These people are saying it may be remarked that Buddha is who, in my opinion, none other than Noah. Damn. Buddha might be Noah? What the hell? Roll the coin? Hold on. I can't even read the top, bro. Y'all got to screenshot this and read this stuff. Likes of Buddha portrayed upon a shell, polished, an account of the matter. The shell was once found many years before the Toko Mound. So in Tennessee, Buddha found in a mound in Georgia, Alabama, Yucatan, and Buddha might be Noah. I told y'all I seen the yin and the yang on the Mississippian culture's artifacts. That Buddha shit come from here. I told y'all. Because Buddha's way of living is from the laws of Ma'at. Interesting. They're not showing us what's coming out the mounds, y'all. But we're going to dig this shit up one by one. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, this is when they talking about how old the Mississippi is. The Mississippi River, right? Skeletons were found. We have a total of 57,000 years from this data. It appears that the human race existed in the delta of Mississippi more than 57,000 years ago, and 10 subterranean forests discovered, which one of now growing established the fact that an exuberant flora existed in Louisiana more than 100,000 years earlier, so that 150,000 years ago, the Mississippi laved a magnificent cypress forest, which it is turbid waters. Egypt, 4,000-year-old mummies. When compared with the actual skeleton of man from here, buried 57,000 years ago on our native land. Roll the corn. Yeah, y'all found some mummies, 5,000 years old. That's cute. We got motherfuckers buried 57,000 years ago in the Mississippi. That little shit in Egypt cute, man. That's cute. This ain't Egypt. This time married. We way older than y'all. We schooled y'all. We brought our people over there and built that shit. This time married right here. This ain't Egypt. We 10 times older than that shit over there. We just went over there and did our thing on the Nile. But we learned it from the Mississippi River. Roll the corn. I'm finna show y'all something so deep, it's gonna blow y'all mind. Keep watching. Keep watching. Shit gonna blow y'all mind. Let's go here. Now I'm finna get real deep. Finna get real deep now. The Great St. Louis Bridge. Anybody know what it said? The Great St. Louis Bridge. Anybody know what it said? Anybody know what mound complex is right here by this? What mounds are right here by the St. Louis Bridge? Put it in the chat. Cahokia. Now I'm finna get real deep. It's finna hit the fan. I'm telling you right now. Pay close attention to what I'm about to show y'all. This is going to explain a whole bunch of bullshit around the world real quick. Now, when they built this bridge, they ran cement coils down in the Mississippi River, about 100 feet. They hit something. Roll the corn. When they was building this bridge, they dropping down the concrete coils, trying to sink it in the river to put the bridge up. They kept hitting some shit. They're like, what the hell is down there in the Mississippi River? They put some bombs down there, people. They dropped dynamite down there and blew up a hole in something. And the water just rushed through the goddamn. Let's keep going. This shit is crazy. Okay. This when them building the bridge. You see these two coils right here? Two coils going down in the water, trying to level off some type of ground right there. See that? Let's keep going. Here's how they look right here. This is how they look, dropping them down in Mississippi. Then y'all hit something made out of straight stone, megalithic stones right down here in the Mississippi River, right by Cahokia. And when I say megalithic stones, the same style stones that built the pyramids at the bottom of the river. Huge stones. You had to blow them up with dynamite. You couldn't even put your post in the water. Let's keep going. Oh shit. Elite receipt gang. Y'all finna see something you never saw before. Roll the coin. Watch this. Prehistoric remains dating back to the founding of Assyrian Empire. Assyrian Empire? It's Mesopotamia. Let's keep going. It is generally known in this country, scientific circles in Europe, that gigantic undertaking of bridging the Mississippi River at this point has already begun. And that for more than a year, when the stage of the river would permit, the sounds of machinery overnight, work of excavation have been going on until the solid rock has been reached for the foundation of the upper upon the western shore of the Mississippi River, right back of Cahokia. Let's keep going. One of the piers is already low water marked, the triumph of a mechanical skill. The blocks of stone in which is built are huge as those as the pyramid of Egypt at the bottom of the Mississippi. Let's keep going. This is wild now. Pay attention. They found stone, gigantic blocks of stone at the bottom of the Mississippi River. Let's go see what that is. Let's go check out what that is. Roll the coin. We know the truth now. Let's go up here. River will permit until the solid rock has been removed. Foundation of the... Okay. The blocks of stone in which is built are huge as those as the pyramids. And yet by the application of original principles of mechanical and engineering skill, these gigantic blocks are moved as easily as the common foundation stones of our dwelling. The outer pier is not yet begun. The excavations not being quite completed, at this point the wonders begin, the end of which is not yet, which affect the discovery of the tunnel under the river may have upon the location of the bridge that bore the engineers will determine. The tunnel under the river, do you see that? The tunnel under the river. What the hell down there? Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Now, bottom of the excavations, pier, large blocks, right? Immediately after the port, a strange phenomenon presented itself. Instead of having to wait for usual time for the smoke to clear away after they bombed it, right? They bombed it. The smoke cleared. It soon cleared and it was found that a steady amount of air with a strange damp odor was issuing from the cavernous excavation, showing that an opening had been made into some unknown subterranean passage. Upon descending to the bottom, the unusual mud and water had disappeared through a dark, deep opening. What the hell? Hold on. Let's stop right there, bro. Let's stop right there. Roll the coin. These people that found the whole city under the Mississippi River coming from Cahokia Mounds, right under the river to the other side of the Mississippi River. Let's go see what's down there. Roll the coin. Let's go check out what's down there. We got to read this because this shit blurry, but we're going to get through it. The damp odor showing that an opening, I got to read this slow motion, showing that an opening had been made into some unknown subterranean passage. Upon ascending to the bottom, the usual mud and water had disappeared through the dark, deep opening in the rock, about 10 feet in diameter, made by the last discharge of the powder bomb. Ropes and ladders and torches were immediately grabbed and careful explorations begun. We cannot now enter into detailed description, but having invited to accompany the Board of Engineers with the delegation from the Academy of Science and Historical Society, we must receive a full exposition of this wonderful discovery until we shall have made more careful survey. Suffice is for the present to say, it is certain that it passes entirely under the river to the Illinois side. What the hell? It passes all the way under the Mississippi to the Illinois side. From the Cahokia side, the Missouri side. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This shit is wild. I don't want to miss nothing part. I want y'all to read. We got to read this whole thing because this is deep. Engineers Academy. Okay, where we stop at? Academy of Science. Under the river to the Illinois side. And whether it is wholly the work of some ancient race who once inhabited this land, whose interesting remains are strewn so thickly up and down the great valley of the Mississippi River, or whether it is natural and partly artificial remains to be seen. In any case, it is nonetheless stupendous. The main passage we should judge to be about 20 feet high and 15 feet broad and systematically arched overhead, part of the way by cutting through solid rock and part of the substantial masonry. The bottom seemed to be much worn by carriage wheels of some sort. Now, stop right there. Systematically arched overhead under the river in St. Louis. In St. Louis, that's why y'all got that big ass arch out there. Y'all calling it the Arch of Baal. Baal is Hebrew. That's why y'all got that big ass arch on St. Louis like that, right? Y'all found the big ass arch under the Mississippi River. That's Baal in Hebrew, master or Lord. Roll the coin. That's Baal in Hebrew. They found the arch overhead. See that? Cutting through the solid rock. Masonry, people. Ancient masonry. Bricks, stones, blocks. Buried under the Mississippi River right now. Let's keep going. Now, where we stop at? Where we stop? Masonry. Bottom, sort. These are about 8 feet high and 6 feet wide. In the main passage, we saw no tools or implements of workmanship, but on entering one of the lateral passages, we soon emerged into a large chamber supported by leaning pillars of solid rock. When the chamber was excavated around the walls of the chamber, 2 pillars, just like Solomon, 2 pillars, leaning pillars of solid rock. Let's keep going. Where we at? Leaning pillars of solid rock. When the chamber was excavated, around the walls of the chamber, there was seen to be niches closed, were closely fitting slabs, each slab covered with inscriptions of runic uniform characters, which to our eyes bore a marvelous resemblance to those upon the slab in the Marcentile Library, which was bought from the mines of Nineveh. Stop right there. Stop right there. Runic uniform characters. What is that? Let me get my laptop. Put it in the chat. What is that? What is that? Roll the call. Roll. Runic uniform characters. What is that? What's that, y'all? What the hell is that? So I got to show everything because people don't believe shit. People don't believe nothing. Uniform. People don't believe nothing I tell them. They think we just making shit up. Hold on. Roll the coin. Now, roll the coin. Hold on. Let me find something. Okay. Hebrew, a Semitic language. Ancient Germanic alphabet. Connected to cuneiform in a small way. Okay. It's Hebrew. But it's a form of cuneiform in an ancient Germanic alphabet. I already showed y'all, we the ancient people that built up Crete and Greece. So the ancient alphabet over there is shit come from us anyway. The Phoenicians, the Cretans, all them people had linear A and B Hebrew languages, right? But let's keep going. Nineveh, which was brought from the mine, they saying that language looked like Nineveh. Nineveh is a city in ancient Samaria, people. I told y'all the Nineveh coin tablets were found in Nineveh. Now, why is the language of these runic uniform characters looking like it was bought from Nineveh? I told y'all, our ancient culture is the goddamn Sumerians. They left here and went there. It's the same language over here found under the Mississippi River. Let's keep going. Between the niches were projecting pilasters with draped Abyssinian or Egyptian heads, which presented a most impressive and awe-inspiring effect as they were illuminated by the torchlight. Assyrian and Egyptian heads under the Mississippi River on the wall. Hold on. Hold on. This shit is too deep. Hold on. Let me show y'all something before we keep going. Assyrian and Egyptian heads, huh? On the wall. Under the Mississippi River. Okay. Hold on. Let me blow one of these up. Let me show y'all what the hell we looking at. I told y'all them people were from here. I'm the only people in the world ever said this shit. I'm the only person in the world ever said this. Let me show y'all something. Assyrian head. Abyssinian or Egyptian heads. Right? Watch this. They talking about these folks aliens. I'm going to show y'all where the aliens come from. I'm going to show y'all where the aliens come from. I can't even get this shit together. Hold on. Hold on. Stick with me now. Roll the cord. I'm going to show y'all where the aliens come from. They must come from the Mississippi River. This is an Abyssinian head. Right here. There you go right there. You see it? Assyrian with the headband. Casey Macon already told y'all the headband found in Timeric is where the headband. Roll the corn. Look at your boy. Why is something like this under the Mississippi River on the wall? Okay. Let's get back. Hold on. Why? You better ask yourself these questions. Let's go back to the receipts. Hold on. Roll the corn. Assyrian heads under the Mississippi. Where we at? Hold on. Hold on. Where we at? Hold on. Large pillars. Here we go, right here. Now, between the niches were projecting pilasters draped with Abyssinian and Egyptian heads, which presented a most impressive awe-inspiring effect as they were illuminated by the torch lights when they was down there. Faces looked down upon as from the ancient ages, like the souls of the departed. One of the passages opening to the north side, right, seemed to follow the river and is believed extends to the Great Mound, now being moved by the North American Railroad. So they knocked down a mound that was linked to that part of the Mississippi River. The North American Railroad knocked it down. Let's keep going. North American Railroad, there you go right there. Great Mound, now being removed by the North American Railroad, which was the theme of much interesting remark at the last meeting of the Historical Society. Damn. St. Louis, it may be necessary to say that the mound, known as the Big Mound, is about 1 mile above the Great Bridge, now being built. The mound, known as Monk's Mound, is on the other side of the river and is but one of a continuous chain of mounds extended from the river to the bluffs. Hold on. Gotta get that last part. A distance of 9 miles, right? That the tunnel under the river and the mounds are intimately connected. Damn. Roll the corn. This shit is crazy, B. Hold on. Let's keep going. They are connected. Now, where we stop at? Where we stop at, people? Right here, connected. And that there was ancient times opening through the mounds from this subterranean highway. Of course, every scientific man is in a perfect fever of excitement as these grand discoveries, which seem so full of promise to archaeological and ethnological inquiries after truth. It will be remembered by our citizens that some few months, right, I can't really see that, of Monk's Mound was made under the surpices of some Eastern scientific society. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This shit is crazy. 7 feet high. What are they talking about right here? This is something else. Hold on. Okay, this is what I was looking at. Okay. Now they're going to talk about, now, when this newspaper clipping go into another part talking about Rock Island, Illinois. Now they're saying the same type of things were found in Rock Island, Illinois. They're going to go from this spot on the Mississippi by Cahokia to Rock Island. And let's go look at Rock Island. That's what they're talking about now. The stuff looked the same. They're what they're saying. Right? Now look down here. Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy. That's in the Bible. This is in the Bible. The crowning of Queen Elizabeth, the ash hawk, I can't really see that, but they got something to do with the Bible right there. The crowning deity. Then Deuteronomy, all coming from inscriptions at Rock Hill. I mean, not Rock Hill, but the place in Illinois. Relief and runic inscriptions. Let's read this. Oval in shape, 7 feet high, 20 feet high. The walls of the last chamber was magnificent bas relief of runic inscriptions. Let's keep going. I think it's a better part to this. Let's keep going. The remarkable discovery following so quickly, Rock Island, Illinois, will awaken the interest throughout the world. It is very desirable that I can't see that part, into whose hands and rich treasure of Rock Island discovery has fallen will seem representative here. We may compare notes, right? Let's keep going. Rock Island. Let's screenshot this. I want y'all to read this. But look, the rich treasures of Rock Island, right? You see it? Discovery. The rich treasures of Rock Island discovery. You see it? Let's keep going. Roll the corn. The incredible discovery of copper antiquities and caves of Rock Island will attract wider attention. This stuff is hard to read. It's so old. Considerable first-rate brass workers, incredible stories believed, right? Engraving over the entrance of the inner part of this expressions. So the engraving over the entrance it said Sheol, Sheol. The engraving over the door, Sheol, right? Let's go look at that. Sheol, Hebrew term, grave of the underworld, a shadowy, dark, silent realm where all of the dead go after their earthly lives, regardless of their righteousness and wickedness. Sheol in Hebrew. It's over the door at Rock Island. Look. Engraving over the entrance in the inner part, going into the Rock Island cave. Sheol. In Indian characters, some type of ancient Indian character language. Hebrew. Come on, man. Come on now. There's fire. There is fire. There is fire. There is fire. Sheol. Over the door in some type of ancient Indian characters whose meaning was known by those exploring the cave. Right? Let's go look at Sheol again. The grave of the underworld in Hebrew, Sheol, in the Bible. The destination for the dead. Let's keep going. Sheol. The cave, who were doubtless acquainted with that original word from burying it used by Indiana hog growers when calling their stock. Another of the strong points is the pantheon expression in Indian characters, whatever they are, over another entrance hole. All hopes abandon ye who enter here. Oh, shit. Hold on. They telling hunter-gatherers don't even come in here. Is you finna catch the baddest spirits you ever finna release. They put this over the door. Look. All hope abandoned. Ye whoever enters, who enter here. He has been furnished the details for publication. The body is allowed to go into the cave to see what is in there. We wonder, the elephant was not found. I don't know what they're talking about right there. But that entrance has Sheol at Rock Hill. Look, Rock Island, Illinois. Let's go look. Rock Island, present site of the United States Arsenal. Rock Island is the present site of the United States Arsenal. All hope abandoned to who enter in. Was wrote over that place. They put a army arsenal right on top of it. You see that? Roll the corn. Subterranean exploring expedition. Underground passageway under Rock Island, present site of the United States Arsenal. Discovery of ancient relics. That's what they're trying to say. Antediluvian relics. All hope abandoned, thee who enter in. That's crazy. Let's keep going. The entrance, Lord's Cave, right? The entrance, Lord's Cave of our home readers are doubtless aware and plainly visible from the ferry landing, as well as other of our city boarding on the riverbank, although some 10 feet of diameter at the entrance. It gradually diminishes in the size until about 25 feet are reached, when it is with difficulty that a person can affect the entrance by crawling through an aperture. When one fairly through, there is no difficulty in standing erect. Roll the coin. Now, here is Rock Island Arsenal Base right here. Here is Rock Island Arsenal Base right here. This is an ancient spot with an army base right on top of it, people. Now, all this week, I'm going through receipts just like that. Crazy receipts. Let's see, can I read some of this? Because this stuff is crazy. Some of this stuff you can't really see it, right? Might have to bring this one back. Let me see. Aborigines sitting in council, all potent pipe of peace, performing its circuit while the fortunes of war and peace are being discussed in the presence of a white-winged something. I can't really read it. Right? But they're talking about another spot that was found in America. Another spot. This receipt right here is so blurry and messed up. Well, I'm going to have to try to find a better one. Let's look at this one. I think I can read this one. The knowledge of this ancient and interesting race, right, as many as any means, have been confined to statue and sculpture. Their weapons, jewel ornaments in which these persons were adorned, right? Copper, finished with gold and silver, carved in a most exquisite manner, indicating mechanical genius, the luxury and refinement of enlightened civilizations are clearly in these mysterious images and devices. This is in America now. This is here. It's on the other page where it's at, but I got to go back and try to. Let's look at that last page. We congratulate the exploring party and the scientific association they represent for having. So they're talking about what the exploring party that found this stuff, right? Now check this out at the bottom. Check this out at the bottom. Possession of the relics. The party having the relics in their possession to ship the morable possessions to ship them to ones to New York City in permission from the War Department, and the removal can be made from Rock Island. Rock Island relics shipped to New York by the War Department. You see it? And they found skeletons or mummies sitting in a circle with pipes, like peace pipes and other relics found on the Rock Island in the underground passage. And this is how Rock Island look. Crazy. Now, let's kind of go back over what I was just talking about. Under the Mississippi River, under this bridge that crosses over from Missouri to Illinois, there is a passage at the bottom of the Mississippi River with Assyrian and Egyptian heads on the wall in this place right under the Mississippi River. And they said the mounds are running perpendicular to the tunnel. Cahokia going across the river, other mounds on this side, running straight across the underground cavern that goes under the Mississippi River with they put out all type of ancient artifacts from down there. Crazy. Crazy. Let's look at that one more time so y'all can see you can get a screenshot of it. Let me see, can I find it? Roll the coin. Now you see it now. Undertaking the bridging of the Mississippi River. I want to show you the part that says Assyrian and Egyptian heads under the river. Right here. Alba, Sasanian, and Egyptian heads. Hold on, let me look up something. Make sure that's correct. Make sure what kind of artifacts these are. Make sure that's right with what we were talking about. This is okay. Let's put that in right. Whoa, hold on. Abyssinian artifacts. Let's find some artifacts with the word Abyssinian on there. So we can kind of get an idea of what we looking at. Artifact sculpture. Ethiopian, Abyssinian cat. Now, look at this right here. Now they got the cat of the Abyssinian. This stuff is crazy. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Abyssinian origins. Now, Southeast Asia, Thailand. Crazy. I'm gonna find some more of them artifacts on that. But that is crazy to find Egyptian style heads under the Mississippi River. Let me pull that receipt back up. Under the Mississippi River. Let me see. I want y'all to screenshot these. Here we go right here. Is this the right one? Let me see. Abyssinian. Okay. Right here, Egyptian heads. Most impressive and awe-inspiring effects as they were illuminated by a torchlight under the Mississippi River. Rooney uniform characters. Let's go check that out. Rooney uniform characters. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Ancient. Okay. Runes. Ancient Germanic language. Let's go look at it. I'm trying to find a picture of it. Roll the coin. Put the coin in the chat, y'all. Let me find something that look like it, so we can kind of decipher it. Cipher runes. Runestone. Now, this shit is crazy. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. Now, this is some of that language is crazy. But you could tell they got Hebrew in it. I could see it. But the way it's put together is wild. Look at the X's at the top. That's crazy. Let's see, can I pull this one up? So this language, I could tell it got Hebrew in it. Found under the Mississippi River. Some type of runey uniform characters like this. Found under the Mississippi River. Yes, old ruins, but it's still it's a certain type of language that go with that too. It's called runic, right? That's wild, bro. That's wild. It's wild. Let's go back and look at that one more time. Because I want people to understand that this stuff is found under the Mississippi River. Egyptian heads, right? Pillars. Just like Nineveh, right? Which was bought from the mines of Nineveh, which is Samaria. Egyptian heads, found pillars of solid rock. Chambers were excavated around the walls of chambers under the Mississippi River at this spot right up under the bridge in St. Louis. That's fire. That's fire. Ain't gonna get no deeper than that. I got a whole bunch of receipts. I had to stop there because that's just a lot. Anybody got any questions, hop in the chat. Hop in the chat. The more and more I research the Sumerian and the Egyptian and all this stuff, is coming from here, y'all. And I keep finding it. And I told y'all I just found, let me show y'all something else I just showed the people that I found. Right? Cave in Tennessee, right, has the Hebrew inscriptions of Menkara. Hebrew characters, covered in Hebrew characters. The vault, they put it in the vault of the bank. And when they translated it, it was written by Menkara, priest of the land of Kim. Here is Menkara. Right here. He built the third pyramid in Egypt. Menkara built the third pyramid in Egypt. And they said they found this over there in the ground by the pyramids, right? So why is y'all finding things written by Menkara in Tennessee. It's amazing to me. Right here. Menkara. Right there. Written in Hebrew characters. Listen to me, y'all. St. Louis, Cairo, Illinois, Mississippi Delta, New Orleans, Iowa, all the way up to going up north. Ancient places. Ancient places, y'all. I'm talking about, I just showed y'all that they say they were finding people on the Mississippi River, 57,000-year-old burials. 57,000-year-old burials. Look right there. 57,000-year-old buried over 57,000 years ago in the Mississippi River. Egypt is only 4,000 years old burials, 5,000 years old. We got 50,000-year-old burials on the Mississippi River. This is the old world. This is the old world. And those people are mound builders. These people are mound builders now. Don't get this stuff mixed up. They are mound builders. These mounds sitting along the Mississippi River and all up the Midwest and all through the South are built by certain melanated people of ancient stature, people. And the descendants of those people became the melanated people who became the American Indians. You come from a great bloodline of kings and queens. You come from the greatest people on the face of the earth. I can't express this much better. Because when I go through the South and I start figuring out really who was in these mounds, ain't no way in Tennessee, the Pharaoh, the king, and I read a book about him, and they said this man was a great king. He was a great chief. He was giving. He gave away food to he was a giving. This not no evil person right here. I read about him. Right? Let me show y'all. They said this man was one of the most giving kings ever in that land. Right? Hold on, let me see, can I pull that up? Oh, it's Menkara. Okay. Generous king. Watch this. Y'all think I read a book about this. I'm telling you, it's just funny how I be reading about this stuff and it come back later in the information, right? It's like the ancestors just give it to me, right? According to ancient Greek historian Herodotus, the Egyptian pharaoh Menkari, right, had a reputation as a benevolent and generous king. And his father, severe reputations of his father, and so Khufu, the pyramids of Giza are named after his father and grandfather. You see that? The pyramids of Egypt is named after his father and grandfather. The pyramids of Giza now is named after men. Y'all understand what I'm trying to tell y'all. He was generous. The pyramid of Khufu, that's the man granddaddy. Now, why is this stuff found in Tennessee? That bloodline's still over here, man. I'm telling y'all what I know. Menkara. Hold on. Pyramid of Khafre. Hold on. Right here. Khafre. You see it? You see that? That's what the pyramid is named after now. Now watch this. His son, Menkaure. Yes, Pharaoh Menkaure was the son of Khafre, the pyramid builders. Now, how deep is that? Come on now. This shit linked right up to the people who they say built the pyramids. And they say this man wrote a manuscript in Hebrew character, and it was found in Tennessee. It ain't gonna get no deeper than that, bro. Well, let me pull that back up. Hold on. If it get deeper than that, I don't know how deep it gonna go. Come on now. Roll the coin. These are people the Great Pyramids are named after. He got the third one. His daddy, Khafre, and Khufu is his granddaddy. That's the pyramids of Giza. Shit is crazy, man. Come on now. That's why I like to study. That's why I be telling people, I try to study the list of the kings. Because no matter what they say they found them at, you will run across information with their names on it, and then you can link it to other things. So I'm sitting here looking at a receipt saying this man got shit found in Tennessee in a cave. Mummies similar to every aspect, every respect to those of Egypt. Tennessee mummies. Hooked to the Menkaure. I'm going to tell y'all how, I don't normally say this, y'all. I don't normally say this, but I got to say it. These melanated people who became American Indians are the descendants of these great people. Ain't no way around it. Ain't no way around it. These people been here the whole time. That's why I always told y'all the mounds are not Native Americans. The mounds are aligned like pyramids, Stonehenge, monumental things around the planet. These granite and limestone buildings are made like the Cretans, the Mycenaeans, right over here in America. Same bloodline of people. All of them speaking some form of, a linear form of Hebrew. I keep finding the corn with all of them. So, the history is told backwards. The people left here civilized, went to other places around the world and civilized these other places. Greece, the Middle East, North Egypt, Italy, Morocco, and Spain. Before it even was there, we was already there. The Phoenicians, all up in Spain and Morocco, taught the Berbers. They taught the Berbers languages. Roll the cord. So we know now that all that shit over there y'all be trying to push over here, we are the ancient culture. So y'all not older than us, therefore we taught y'all. So quit trying to act like all them other cultures schooled us on anything. It's not gonna happen. Not while I'm around. It don't make sense. Everything's starting to make sense now. Everything makes sense. Now, Phoenician, loan words and cultural concept influenced the Berber language. Phoenician alphabet served as the basis for Berber script. Yeah, we taught them. we taught them. We taught them motherfuckers everything. We schooled you Berber motherfucking Moors. Roll the corn. Y'all not it. Y'all not it. Now, you got to understand, all these Hebrew people, what they are speaking and what they are building. Then you can see the truth of the world, right? Then you see the real truth. What are they building? What are they speaking? That's what you gotta understand, right? When you understand that, you understand the way the world works, right? Here they go with the bullshit. Hold on. Won't give me the receipts. Hold on. Can I please get my receipt? Please. Hold on. Roll the coin. That's the wrong one. Now, what they are building and what they are speaking breaks the code. Because now, you understand the structures that they are building, right? And you understand what they're speaking. So this is an old Phoenician monument right here with the columns, right? Right here. You can see that it used to have a triangle up there, just like the ones over here. So now, you see it, Phoenicia? So now you understand what we built. If it is a connection between the languages that's leaving here, coming with the structure building of the same people, with Hebrew inscriptions on the buildings, we now understand that melanated people built all of these buildings. All of them. Every last one of them. All the ancient columns, all that stuff, they built all of it. Right? Now, let's go look right here. Let's go look right here. Now, take a good look at this and tell me what you see. Now look at this. Phoenician house with date palms. Now, what that look like, y'all? If you see this today, you would say this was Moorish. You would say this was Moorish. You would say this was Arab or Middle Eastern. That's what you would say. That's a Moorish building. It's 1889. Motherfucker been sitting there for hundreds of years. Mason Phoenicia. Now you will see this and swear me down, Moors built it. Moors ain't built it. Let me show y'all some more stuff. Because these people come from here. I got so many connections to the Phoenicians and the Cretans to America. I got too many damn receipts. Millions of them. I don't even need no more receipts to even prove that no more. Receipts everywhere. Let's go look at the Phoenicians. Because we have to understand how big and beautiful this architecture is. To understand that, look at this. This is amazing. Look at this. Look at this. See them columns with the stonework? Look at the columns. Stuff still standing today now. Stuff 1,000 years old. And the Greeks is claiming it. And the Moors is claiming it. It's not y'all shit. Because that bloodline of people came from here. Now, That building that's carved inside of the mountain, I'm working on that one, right? I can't think of the name of it right off the top of my head. But it's amazing. I got to hurry up and get over there and get a passport to get over there. I got to get my passport redone. But I got to get over there. Where it's carved out in the side of the mountain. And I'm going to break down the people that went there and done that too and show y'all where they come from. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I got some newspaper clippings on that. Yeah, Petra. Yeah, Petra. This spot right here. You're exactly right. Amazing, people. Look at this. This is wild. Hold on. This wild. Look at that. This how advanced the culture had got on these people land. Look at the columns. See, this stuff is so old, it's only one or two civilizations doing this in ancient times, people. Look at it right here. That's fire. Look at that. I could just sit out there and just smoke tobacco all day on the front porch. Motherfucker just on the front porch. Just smoke. I ain't even move. Hot as fuck. Just out there on the porch like, damn. Now, I got some receipts about this spot. But I'm going to drop them tomorrow, though. I ain't going to give y'all all the receipts today. That's the Mississippi information under the river is already enough. That's enough. Now, what they say about it, who built it, right? Let me say who they say, the internet say who built it. Now, they say Petra was built by, this is what they say, Nabateans, an Arab people who settled in the region and established it as the capital of the major trading hub. It's always a trading hub. That's what I be trying to tell y'all. Y'all don't know damn Arabs ain't built that. Stop it. Petra Jordan. Okay. Now y'all got to make me dig into that without showing y'all all the receipts yet, because I got to bring them up. Arabs, huh? Mounds or tails. Hold on. Let me see. Rose red sandstone cliffs of ancient Nabateans. City consists of intricate temples, tombs, such as a treasury, and the royal tombs, which was hewn in natural rock formation. Features it is cliff face architecture. Okay. We're gonna get to the bottom of it tomorrow, man. Nabateans. That's what they say. Let's go see if we find a picture of the hunter-gatherer. Hold on. Because I like to show y'all who they be trying to say built this stuff. And they be capping, right? Nabatean invented those amazing tales over there. Can't get no receipts on them right now. But I'm going to show y'all about that, though. I just want y'all to understand that some type of Hebrews made that because of the symbolism that's inside of the Petra. And they're trying to give it to these certain people. But it's not them. Now, let's go look. Who were the Nabateans in the Bible? These inhabited all of the country from Euphrates, the Red Sea, called in Nabatean. From the Euphrates to the Red Sea, the people. Nomadic tribe, South Central Israel. They controlled the spice trade, utilizing King's Highway, a highly trafficked path connecting Egypt to Arabia, to lands in the north as far as Syria and Babylon. King's Highway, spice route, cross Petra, soon by thriving city in the 400 BC. Let's go. I want y'all to get an idea where this is. Let me see. Now, let me show y'all where this is. Now you see Assyria. Now coming down, going towards Egypt, that Jordan is a trade spot that you hit, leaving the Middle East. Israel's up here on the water, with Jordan right here. Then you go to Egypt right there, right? So Petra is in this area right here. Right by the Israelites, right by the Phoenicians' ancient culture. All our people was up in here. Because this is the end of the Mediterranean Sea right here, where Israel is at. So, they teach you about the Nabateans. Hold on. And it was a culture there way before them. Let's go see what they say about it. Now they said the Nabateans quickly adapted to the desert home through their use of unrivaled engineering marvels. Let me see what kind of artifacts they got first, because that's how you kind of could tell who the people are without these people lying, right? They be lying, and they artifact look just like some artifact coming out the mounds. Let me see. Now let's look at this. Now those are Assyrian Mesopotamian. That's Greek. And these are Nabatean. Right here. That's what they say. We gotta see how old. You gotta see how old they is first, though. See, some of these artifacts they show you don't be the ancient culture. They just show you. Like look at that one. Now that one look kind of old. Right? See, can we scroll down looking for some more? Nabatean culture. Now, look at that. And that's a newer form of lettering. So they can't be that old, right? Because that's a newer form of lettering. They look more like alphabets. You see that? So you got to go back farther than that. That ain't far enough back. Which the receipt I got kind of showed it. But I ain't through putting all that together yet. But they kind of trying to give you like stuff like this. Shit don't even be old with white folks on there and shit. This shit be from 800 AD. And then that temple was built in 1000 BC. They give you a fake picture from the new Nabateans. What they lying as. Roll the coin. We'll get into that tomorrow, y'all. I ain't gonna take y'all too deep. I'm gonna speak on that tomorrow. Look at this. Roll the coin. That's it. We're gonna get on that tomorrow. But I got an idea exactly who they are. I got to get through researching. I don't like to show y'all stuff and I ain't through researching it, bro. Appreciate that, bro. YouTube fire. Appreciate that, royally. I don't like to show y'all all the time I get through researching it because it don't make sense without the research. You just be reaching. I don't like to reach. I gotta teach it the right way, bro. But I love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. I appreciate the cash app today. If you missed the first part of this, I'm gonna drop it on YouTube. Today I talked about what was found under the Mississippi River. That's my cash app right there. It was found under the Mississippi River. Right there by Cahokia. Egyptian style heads on the wall under the Mississippi River in an underground passageway. Fire. And I showed the connection between one of the kings of Egypt. It said found his Hebrew writing in Tennessee. That's on there. All the newspaper clippings on there. You can pause and screenshot them and check it out. And that's where we going, man. I'm trying to go through like all of these cultures that they speak about in the Middle East and Africa and kind of separate them from out, because a lot of these cultures are really our cultures on their land. And don't nobody want to talk about it, but somebody got to speak on it. Roll the corn. Love y'all, and I'm in love with you, man. Galil at the gun. That mean roll the corn. Y'all have a great day. Appreciate the cash out. If you ain't subscribed to my YouTube, please go subscribe to my YouTube so you won't miss. I want y'all to watch these lectures as we go on, because we are building up a knowledge that can't be broken, right? Once we learn so much vital information and we see things in the future, or we see things as they really are going forward, that is power. Because can't nobody hide nothing from you if you already know what you're looking at, right? Can't nobody tell you anything if you know what you're looking at. So I'll be wanting y'all to watch these videos I'll be doing. Little tidbits of information here and there on these lives that add up to the big picture. And then you see it in the cultures, right? You see it in the cultures. And I learned that way, so I know everybody else can learn that way too, right? I learned a lot through just, like I knew about that king of Pharaoh, right? That's my cash out right there. We know the truth now with the red logo, bro. Appreciate you. But learning little tidbits every day, trying to study every day. Man, I ain't got the new t-shirts in yet, bro. But I'm still working. I might well go to the hoodies now. It's finna get cold, man. I had a bad experience. I lost some money with the t-shirts, messing with some shady people. But I'm redoing it, and I'm gonna get the right people. And as soon as I get them, they're going up for sale, bro. It's hoodie time now, so we finna start rocking the hoodies. So y'all be on the lookout for that. But that's my cash out. We know the truth now, with the red logo just like my page. But what I was saying was, as we go along and keep learning, our knowledge base is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Now we know that the original words or names for these Indian tribes was Paleo-style Hebrew languages. It's not Choctaw, it's Choctaw, or Ma, or Numpa, stuff like that. Yamasi, Yamakra, Yam, Y-A-M, is Hebrew. We now understand that these are Hebrew names. These are not English Native American names. The English name is a cultural assimilation of our people who was here before the native got here. So a Choctaw is a cultural assimilation of a Choctaw, or Ma. Right? Yamasee, Yam, the people who live by the sea. Yamakra. People who live on the Atlantic coastline. Yam is Hebrew, right? So anytime you see a tribe with that type of name, automatically going back in the ancient times, they're speaking a Hebrew language, right? Miss Crockett, thank you so much for the cash out. So you start to understand that they are putting a veil over our original names, making them English. Mr. Andrews, appreciate the cash out, bro. They are putting stuff over the names of our ancient things, right? And they're making them into a new tribe. And then they teach you the new tribe enslaved Africans. But the whole time, they culture assimilate the ancient Hebrew name tribe with an English name, then come back and make those people prisoners of war who you assimilated. When you assimilate people, 9 times out of 10, they become prisoners of war. So you have to understand the way these people work, right? Let me pull up something else before I go. Hold on. When you assimilate a people, you make them prisoners of war. This goes on all over the world, right? Now watch this. Tracy, thank you for the cash out. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. Appreciate you. Mr. Tuggle, appreciate you, bro. Mr. Tuggle, shout out Mr. Tuggles. Forced assimilation. Right, a process where a dominant culture forces minority group to abandon its traditions, languages, and customs. Historically been used against indigenous people, right? Forced assimilation, erase a group's cultural identity and replace it with that of a dominant society, often through measures like mandatory language use, forced conversions, and residential schools, right? Then you become POWs. So you take a people's culture, switch the name, make them prisoners of war, call them African slaves to disconnect them from their land and their ancestors and their ancient culture. Then you teach them English, right? You teach them English. So when they ask us our ancient languages, it comes from a Hebrew-based language. That's what they don't want to teach us. The Native American languages ain't even 60 years old. The Native American languages, we got grandmamas older than their language. So that's not the original language. We got people in Tamari since 10,000 BC. You think they were talking about some English? Nah, bro. No. Don't be no damn fool. Wasn't nobody speaking no Creole in Louisiana 10,000 years ago. No. That's straight foolishness. That don't even make no fucking sense. That is a... People will really play with your intelligence if you let them. Don't let nobody play with your intelligence, bro. A wise man told me you can harm my body, but don't play with my intelligence. At least if you harming me physically, I know what to do. But don't play with me up here because that is way it's really playing. So when people say certain things and it don't align with the truth, it don't never, they're playing with your intelligence at that point. That's the most the biggest disrespect you can do to a people, right? It's the biggest disrespect you can do to a people. Play with their intelligence. Play with their history and their intelligence and lie to their kids and do all this stuff and tell us we aliens and we Africans and we damn Nigerians and nah, we not none of that. We not none of that. Our ancestors were born on this land long time ago. And I'm talking about creation story side. I know creation story on the Mississippi. Motherfuckers coming out the dirt. Naked. We ain't playing all that. We were created here. We didn't fly here. We didn't walk here. We didn't do none of that shit. We didn't go across no Barry Strait, no Pangea. Our people come from the dirt that's the creation story of our people. Right here. And they were civilized faster than everybody else. And I showed y'all the books that showed when people came with agriculture in Africa, they were savages who did not till the land. They didn't know nothing about, if you don't know how to till the land, you don't know nothing about a plow. You don't know nothing about the plow, you don't know nothing about astrology. All this stuff go together. The plow and the seed and astrology goes together. If you don't have no plow and those seed of corn, you ain't connected to the astrology. It's just that simple. All that go together. So it's making perfect sense of a creation story from Mother Earth, the great mother, right here in the Southeast. So then you see Paleo Hebrew coming from an agriculture people's language. It comes from an agriculture people's language. Simple. If African in the Middle East don't have agriculture, therefore they didn't create the language. It's just that simple. Just that simple. Hold on, let me see something. See what they say about it. Y'all think it's a joke? Just gotta know what to ask them. Hebrew languages is deeply connected to agriculture, people, which is origin, metaphorical expression, all influenced by the agricultural life of ancient Israelites. Many Hebrew words from farming related concepts are still used today. Katsir, harvest, Katsian, chief. Okay, so they told you it was religious. They told you it was religious. But that come from the first agriculture people. The first agriculture people built them damn mounds all over America. And y'all can stop lying and saying they come from somewhere else, bro. That's why when the Sumerian popped up in the Middle East, he started building tails or mounds. When the first Cushites went to the Nile, they started building tails or mounds, mastabas. The first Phoenicians, mounds. Cretans, mounds. This is an agricultural people. Mining people. Earth, in tune with earth, so heavy that they knew how to move limestone and granite and build structures and set up agriculture fields right by the structure. Therefore, that makes that land Kodesh, which is holy. Therefore, you got a castle and a farm and cattle in places in the world where people are in famine. You have to understand it. Therefore, they attacked us. That's like you sitting in the middle of the hood, everybody else poor, with a mansion, with big ass crop fields and all this stuff around your mansion. You out there eating grapes and pomegranates and eating apples and oranges off your big ass nice orange tree with your gate up around hungry people. They finna come up in there. You got a big gold necklace on, eating oranges and apples in your Eden. Eden is a garden. Eden is garden. When you bring a garden to places that don't have it, that is a form of Eden. Now imagine you pull up on hunter-gatherers doing all this, speaking a whole nother language that stemmed from agriculture. And you got a big ass castle. You done found the natural spring. You pulling gold and pearls and opium and all this shit out the earth, diamonds and emeralds. And they out there looking like ooga ooga. You got to fight these motherfuckers. That's when the bow and arrow started popping them. We had to switch on the bow and arrow. But it's only so long you can fight savages. It's only so long they keep coming and coming and coming and coming. And you ain't got that many people with you because you came from another area of the world. Now your bloodline thinning out, your people dying off in these places. They finally attack you and win and take over your buildings and call them Roman and Greek buildings. Take over your agriculture field. Let me give y'all another example of what I'm saying. Now, start researching this too. Everywhere you look with these ancient buildings, there are crop fields. Watch this. I'm just gonna pick a spot anywhere around the world. Watch this. Let's go say the Cretans. Cretans palace had agriculture. Watch this. Watch this now. This is what makes them different. Agriculture was the foundation of the Minoan palace economy in Crete. The palaces function as central hubs for collecting, processing, storing, and redistributing. I'm finna talk like Glorilla in a minute. The brooding agriculture on the Memphis, Mississippi side. Agriculture goods produced across the island. Now, we is trapping out the palace. We trapping out the palace. Look. We trapping out the palace. Look. See the columns? Redistribution. Growing the crops, storing them, trapping out the palace. This us. They were lames. They were lames. We had the spot jumping. They couldn't sell a dime sack. They ain't got no product. They lames on the block. They not advanced as we are. You see what's going on now? They tell you these people come from these areas. They do not. Cretans pulled up on a ship, put the palace right there on the water, put the agriculture field, rolled the corn. They wearing corn rings, and they know astrology for farming. Coming right off the Mississippi River and from the Great Lakes. Because the copper they got come from the Great Lakes. Way in Greece. We pulled up and took over their trap, bro. Pull right up, speaking Hebrew, take over your trap. Simple. Now we over here looking real good on y'all land, teaching y'all languages and shit and how to grow crops that you never knew about. Y'all mixing y'all language with ours. Ours is more sophisticated. Y'all is more ooga ooga. Now y'all talking about these are linear A languages mixed with Hebrew, mixed with ooga ooga language. No, it's linear B. Linear A and B all mean is Hebrew and ooga mixed. Creole is Hebrew mixed with Spanish ooga and French ooga ooga. Simple. Shit ain't the original language. Okay, Crete. Palace had agriculture. Let's go to the other civilization. Mycenaean. This is North Greece. They come from Cretans. Same bloodline. Let's go see what they got up there. Watch this. Let's go see what they got up there. Mycenaean, Upper Greece. Deeply in with agriculture, controlling its production, processing, and redistribution. We still trapping. Economic hubs, storing surplus. Same damn thing. Hold on, let me put y'all right here. Let's go to the Phoenician. Let's see if they were dumping bricks of corn. Let's see what the Phoenician dumping. Hold on. Their palace, deeply integrated with, hold on, reliant on agriculture. Phoenician kings, such as Hiram, controlled significant agricultural production to support their cities and supply goods for trade. Royal control of production. Biblical accounts of Israelite kings show the Phoenician palaces directly oversaw the production and exchange of agricultural goods. Okay. Let's come back over to America. Mayans. Palaces and that had agriculture. Yes. Yes. Advanced agriculture system. Let's go look at the old mix. Well, they say they have no palaces, but Olmec civilization was founded on agriculture. You see it? Levanter did have a spot, but y'all know how they try to play, right? Mississippian. They ain't gonna say we ain't got no palaces. I already know that. Watch this. Mississippian palaces, the residence of chiefs, built on top of large platform mounds. Farming, stable crops, found as a Mississippi company way of life, supporting large, complex chiefdoms. Same thing that was going on in the other places. Mississippian elite, including the chief, controlled the redistribution of food and resources. Same way they did in Crete, same way they did with the Phoenician, same way they did with the Mayan. Redistribution for food. See it? Corn cribs located near the chief's mound. Points to his control. Connection to fertility. Osiris is a connection to fertility. The mother goddess is a connection to fertility. They tell you these are just some type of dumb Indians. These are the culture that built them other cultures. You get all these mother goddesses. Mississippian had a mother goddess. They won't teach you that. venerated female supernatural being like the Earth Mother and the old woman who never dies, who represents fertility, health, and the cycle of life. Same teaching in Egypt, same teaching in Samaria. They can stop it. It's the same thing. Earth Mother, right? Corn Mother, grandmother. Kneeling female effigy bottles, mortuary practices, connection to woman societies, validation for elite power, symbols of life and death, cultural survival. The concept of the old woman who never dies, talking about Mother Earth, people. Related benefits are thought to have lineage in both Mississippian practices and modern indigenous practices. They're talking about the natives. They got this shit from us. And the mound is called Ishki, which is mother, which is a mother god, which is the great mother. Ishki. Let's see what it say it mean in Ishki. They say Ishki, Hebrew word. Ishi. Now look at Japan. Ishiki. See, y'all think this shit ain't connected. This shit is connected, bro. They saying Hebrew words and damn all the way in Japan. Look. Right there. I'm telling y'all, bro, it's a basis to this stuff. They try to separate all of it like it ain't no basis to it. But Ishki is the great mother mound of Ninawaya in Mississippi. The great mother. Let me see if they got some artifacts of the great mother, Mississippian. Here you go right here. See that right there? Right there. Right? The great mother. This the same thing as ISIS over there in Europe, just older. Same thing, y'all. Same exact thing, right here. Stuff so old, look at how it look. See that? Now they try to say 1200 to 1400. Cap. Way older. Way older. They try to dumb our dates down, right? To a manageable date. But this stuff is way older than 1200, man. Come on now. Y'all got to be the lost y'all mind. Teaching our people that dumb shit. Now here go the Minions mother goddess right here. So you can tell this is way after the fact. You can tell this is way after the fact. They was already evolved by then, right? Look at that. See how the Mississippian mother goddess look? Then you got the Minion mother goddess. Same teaching. All Hebrew. They try to separate it, but it's the same. Look. Look at the color of her face. They try to take the color of her face off. Try to make the color of her face look like some type of YT woman. I ain't gonna show y'all all that. Let's get out of there. See what I'm saying? Hold on, what is this? Okay, that was that. That's the back of it. So I never saw the they got some stuff on the, like a backpack or something. Showing a woman's hand resting on the serpent's head, growing up on the vine, earth snake. Look at that. That's fire. Now, who does that look like right there, bro? Who that look like right there? Hold on, let me get this straight. Who that look like right there, bro? Right there. A famous rapper. Who that look like right there? Put in the comments. A famous rapper look just like that. What's his name? NBA Youngboy. Man, that man look just like this statue, bro. Ain't that YB, bro? Hold on. Y'all think this shit funny. Hold on. Let me keep that one up there. Let's go find YB. Hold on. Let's go find YB. Get some pics. Hold on. Let's find a good one. Let's find one a little older. Right here. Let's look at this one. Right here. Now look at this right here. YB. Look at this. That's the same damn thing. Bro. Come on now. Hold on. Roll the cord. These people from Tamari, bro. Look. They go back. Look at the mouth. Look at the lips and the mouth. Look at the lips and the mouth. YB. Man, roll the car. Let me get out of here, man. Same. Every time I see that depiction, I think of YB. Shit crazy. These folks indigenous to the land, bro. These ain't no damn Africans. That statue was found in Cahokia. Let me see. Corn ceremonies, a major festival across the woodland North America, known as the Keller figurine, comes from Cahokia sphere of the southwestern Illinois. Right on the Mississippi River. Love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. Let me get out of here, man. Y'all have a great day. Appreciate all the cash apps. If y'all missed the first part of this live, come back to my YouTube and watch it today. Go subscribe. The link is in my bio. And tomorrow, I'm going to go over some more deep newspaper clippings that got connections to ancient America and other places around the world. That's what I'm sticking on this week. The newspaper clippings that's going along with other stuff that we know that we found through the research, man. We know the truth now. The little at the gun roll the corn. Love y'all and I'm in love with you. Y'all be safe. Have a good day, man.